Have you ever wondered why, despite significant progress in gender equality, disparities still exist in the workplace? Why do leadership roles remain predominantly male in many industries? Why do women often feel they have to work twice as hard to receive the same recognition as their male counterparts? In today's video, we're diving deep into a fascinating and controversial topic that might shed some light on these questions. We'll explore how an outdated psychological theory, known as Freud's penis envy, might still be subtly influencing gender dynamics in our workplaces today. Now, before we begin, let's make one thing clear. Freud's theory has been largely discredited and criticized for its sexist undertones. However, understanding it can help us recognize the lingering stereotypes and biases that affect us all, often without us even realizing it. So, what exactly is penis envy? Sigmund Freud, a pioneering psychologist from the early 20th century, proposed a theory of psychosexual development. He suggested that during the phallic stage, which occurs between the ages of 3 and 6, young girls realize that boys have a penis and they do not. According to Freud, this realization leads to feelings of loss, inferiority, and envy in girls, which supposedly shape their personalities and behaviors as they grow up. Modern psychology has largely dismissed this theory as flawed and rooted in the sexist attitudes of Freud's time. Yet, the underlying idea that women might feel inherently lacking or inferior compared to men has, unfortunately, persisted in various forms throughout society. Fast forward to the present day. Even though we acknowledge that men and women are equally capable, these old stereotypes can still influence how we perceive ourselves and others. They can affect our confidence, our career choices, and even how we're treated in professional environments. Consider the statistics. Despite women making up nearly half of the workforce, they hold less than a quarter of senior leadership positions in many industries. This gap isn't due to a lack of talent or ambition, but often results from subtle biases and structural barriers that hinder women's advancement. Let's bring this issue to life with a story. Meet Sarah, a talented project manager at a tech company. With over 8 years of experience, she has led multiple successful projects, innovated processes, and received excellent performance reviews consistently. Colleagues admire her for her collaborative approach and problem-solving skills. When a managerial position opens up, Sarah sees it as the perfect opportunity to advance her career. She prepares meticulously for the interview, confident in her qualifications and excited about the chance to contribute at a higher level. However, during the interview process, she encounters unexpected challenges. The panel, composed mostly of male executives, asks her questions that seem irrelevant to her capabilities. How do you handle stress while balancing work and personal responsibilities? One asks. Do you think you can make tough decisions that might not be popular with the team? Another inquires. Sarah can't help but feel that these questions imply doubts about her suitability for leadership based on stereotypes rather than her proven track record. Meanwhile, her colleague Michael, who has less experience and hasn't managed projects of the same scale, is also interviewing for the position. Michael mentions in passing that the interviewers seemed enthusiastic about his leadership potential and didn't probe much into his ability to handle pressure or balance responsibilities. After the interviews, Sarah begins to question herself. Despite her accomplishments, she wonders if she's missing something. Should she be more assertive? Is her collaborative leadership style seen as a weakness? This self-doubt isn't uncommon. Many women in professional settings experience what's known as the imposter syndrome, where they feel like frauds despite evidence of their competence. This phenomenon can be exacerbated by subtle biases and double standards in the workplace. For instance, when women assert themselves, they may be labeled as bossy or aggressive, whereas men exhibiting the same behavior are often seen as strong leaders. Conversely, if women are collaborative and empathetic, traits traditionally associated with femininity, they might be perceived as lacking authority. This is where the echoes of outdated theories like penis envy come into play. The subconscious belief that men are naturally more suited for leadership roles can still influence hiring decisions, promotions, and everyday workplace interactions. It's important to note that these biases are often unconscious. Colleagues and managers may not intentionally discriminate but are influenced by long-standing societal stereotypes that associate leadership with masculine traits. These biases don't just affect individuals like Sarah, they impact entire organizations. When capable employees are overlooked or undervalued due to gender biases, companies miss out on diverse perspectives, innovative ideas, and effective leadership styles that could drive success. Moreover, a workplace culture that tolerates or perpetuates these biases can lead to decreased employee morale, higher turnover rates, and a tarnished reputation, making it harder to attract top talent. So, how do we break free from these outdated constructs? 1. Raising awareness. The first step is recognizing that these biases exist. By bringing them to light, we can start to question and challenge them. Organizations can conduct workshops and training sessions on unconscious bias, helping employees at all levels become more aware of their perceptions and how these affect their decisions. 2. Promoting open dialogue. Encouraging conversations about gender dynamics creates a space where employees feel comfortable sharing their experiences and suggestions for improvement. This dialogue can lead to actionable insights and foster a more inclusive culture. 3. Implementing inclusive policies. Companies should review their policies and practices to ensure they promote fairness and equality. This includes equitable hiring and promotion processes, transparent criteria for advancement, and measures to prevent discrimination. 4. Supporting professional development. Mentorship and sponsorship programs can provide women and other underrepresented groups with the guidance, support, and opportunities they need to advance. By connecting employees with mentors who can advocate for them, organizations help level the playing field. 5. Valuing diverse leadership styles. Recognizing that effective leadership comes in many forms is crucial. Qualities like empathy, collaboration, and active listening are just as important as decisiveness and assertiveness. By valuing a range of leadership traits, companies can benefit from a richer array of strategies and solutions. Let's return to Sarah's story. After the initial setback, Sarah decides to have an open conversation with her supervisor about her career aspirations and the feedback she received during the interview process. To her surprise, her supervisor is receptive. He admits that unconscious biases may have influenced the panel's perspective and thanks her for bringing it to his attention. The company takes this as an opportunity to reassess its promotion practices. They bring in a consultant to conduct unconscious bias training and establish a task force to review and revise their leadership criteria, ensuring they are based on competencies rather than stereotypes. Over the next few months, Sarah is given opportunities to showcase her leadership skills. She leads a high-profile project that exceeds expectations, demonstrating her ability to make tough decisions while maintaining team morale. When another managerial position becomes available, Sarah applies again. This time, the interview focuses on her achievements, leadership style, and vision for the department. She is offered the position, not because she changed who she is, but because the company changed how it evaluates talent. Sarah's promotion sends a positive message throughout the organization. Other employees feel encouraged to pursue advancement, knowing that their efforts will be fairly recognized. The company begins to see the benefits of diverse leadership, including improved team performance, higher employee satisfaction, and increased innovation. By challenging outdated stereotypes and embracing inclusivity, organizations not only support their employees but also position themselves for greater success in a competitive market. But change isn't solely the responsibility of organizations. Each of us can play a part in fostering a more equitable workplace. What can you do? 1. Self-reflection. Consider your own perceptions and whether they are influenced by stereotypes. Challenge assumptions about what leadership should look like. 2. Support colleagues. Advocate for fair treatment and recognition of your peers. Celebrate diverse talents and leadership styles. 3. Speak up. If you notice biased behavior or policies, address them constructively. Encourage open discussions about diversity and inclusion. 4. Continuous learning. Educate yourself on issues related to gender dynamics and unconscious bias. Stay informed about best practices for promoting equality. While theories like Freud's penis envy may no longer hold weight in modern psychology, the underlying gender biases they represent can still impact us today. By acknowledging and addressing these biases, we can work towards a more equitable workplace where everyone has the opportunity to succeed based on their true potential. Imagine a work environment where skills and contributions are the sole criteria for advancement, where diverse perspectives are not just accepted but sought after, and where everyone feels valued and empowered. This vision is attainable if we commit to breaking down the barriers constructed by outdated beliefs and stereotypes. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration. We hope this discussion has shed light on the subtle ways gender dynamics can influence our workplaces and inspired you to take action. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you witnessed or experienced gender biases in the workplace? What steps do you think are most effective in promoting workplace equality? How can organizations better support diverse leadership styles? Please share your experiences and ideas in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on workplace dynamics and personal growth. Together, we can create a work culture that values diversity and empowers all individuals to thrive.